Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today we're going to discuss a little bit about creatives and what you can do in order for your ads to go viral and have better ROAS. This is not something that came to my head as an idea just randomly. I just have been observing how the ads are doing and how the ads are working. So a lot of times I get this question, which are the best ads to use, for example, and my answer is always that the ads that are working for each business are different, and maybe we can say that videos are working better or UGC, but this doesn't mean that images are not working. I think that this is just a desperate question that people are making when they are trying to find out something that's going to work, like if you tell them UGC videos are going to make UGC videos and they're going to work. No, every case is different, every funnel is different, every business is different, but there is always one thing that we can see. How can we spark up conversations within our ads so that we can make people click them more? I would like to give you two examples. For example, look at this image over here. This is something that most people are not going to understand when they're going to see the ad, that it's made in purpose. So basically you're doing something controversial. You're just adding something like this so that you can spark up a conversation and say that oh my God, he's wearing two different shoes. Oh my God, this and that. This is sparking up conversations. The algorithm thinks that this is working really well, so it gives more budget to it. And if you think that it's taking away from the attention to the product, let me tell you that you are wrong, because at the end of the day, what is going to happen is that it's going to get more engagement and you're getting better sales. I have seen this with my own eyes. Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my new mentorship programs, and I would love if you go to the website. You're going to find the link in the description, or you can find it in the menu of my website. And over there, you're going to be able to see the different mentorship programs that I have. You can find the one that is going to fit better your needs, and I will hope to see you there. Another example that I have is a company, let's say, for example, with selling equipment for DJs, okay? So what if you do an ad or an image which is going to show the deck, but it's not going to be plugged, okay? So it's going to look like it's unplugged and someone is playing on the deck and so on. You know that, and you're doing it deliberately, but you're doing it in a way so that you can spark up conversations. Follow my way of thinking over here. If someone goes there and posts a comment and says, oh my God, this guy is playing without plugging the deck, most probably it's a person that understands from equipment for DJs and all of that. So if this person comments there, then Facebook is going to say, okay, let's find more similar people like the person that commented, so more DJs and all of that. And from an audience which might be broad or whatever, you end up having a conversation from people that are actually DJs or they know about DJing equipment. And you have done that with one ad, which is sparking up conversations with something that you did on purpose, but they don't know it. And of course, you can take that and you can apply it to every business. You can think of your own examples of things that you're going to do. One example that I like to give is something that happened to me years ago when I had my own e-commerce stores. And basically, it was one t-shirt that had a spelling mistake. It was actually a t-shirt also that, because I was doing print on demand, it was a t-shirt that it was all about teachers. So imagine having a spelling mistake in a t-shirt that it's about teachers. There were people below that they were saying, oh my God, we'll have a spelling mistake and all of that. But this item was selling like crazy. This is the point that I realized, that if you put an ad, even if people are saying bad things below, or I don't know, maybe it's going to work in your favor, and maybe it's not the end of the world, unless if it's completely negative, and you're having problem. I realized also by watching an interview from a person here in Greece, he's actually a tipster, giving tips. And there are a lot of people that they go below and they say that you suck, you didn't give the good thing and stuff. So he was hiding the comments initially, but then he realized that without hiding them, all of his posts were going viral. So now he says, you can do whatever you want, you can say whatever you want to me, my posts are going viral. So sometimes having engagement over there, it doesn't mean necessarily that it's bad for your business, because I can tell you that this t-shirt was selling very well, even if it was for teachers. I don't know why, don't ask me why, I don't know, it was selling very well. And when we took down the ad and we have fixed the spelling mistake, it never sold again. And I know that it's like one of the stories that it sounds like this, but guys, it happened to me. There is no doubt about that. So I think this is an interesting video to just spark up a little bit your imagination so that you can think of new ideas and start thinking on how you can create videos that are going to increase the engagement inside and think a little bit out of the box. Just one thing that I want to point out before we close the video is just it doesn't have to look staged, you know. If it looks staged, people are going to understand it. It has to look natural. And if you manage to do that, believe me, you're going to have viral videos and images that are going to give you a lot of profits. For me, it's very interesting and I'm testing it, and I'm always try to challenge my head around ideas that they're going to create this kind of ads. And sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not, but this is Facebook, it's the art of failure and trying again and again. Don't forget, guys, that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, my course, and my website, of course. And until we meet again, be creative and be consistent.